Live, incredible local elections, Blackpool Labour election win. UK 2024. You said it, darling. Ling your hook, Richie Sunak. Get out of my country. Get out of London City, out on the 10th Down Street. Times down the right, and the date today is the Friday of May. Friday morning to me before.
Supported you in this historic campaign. It is incredible to have won by such a swing, 26% swing. That's the 5th swing of over 20% for the Labour Party in by-elections in recent months and years. It is a fantastic result, a really first-class result.
You said it, Keir Starmer.
Here in Blackpool, a message has been sent directly to the Prime Minister. Directly to the Prime Minister, because
you failed this city, Mr. Sunak.
To
failed the country.
With your decline, your chaos, and your division, and we want change. We want to go.
Conservatives get flip-flopping, don't they?
And Chris, you've smashed that. That wasn't just a little message. That wasn't just a murmur. That was a shout from Blackpool. We want change. And Blackpool speaks for the whole country in saying we've had enough now. After 14 years of failure, 14 years of decline, we need to turn the page and start afresh with Labour, which has a positive plan for the country. A plan to get us building again, the houses we desperately need, the infrastructure, the transport, to get our NHS back on its feet, functioning properly for the people of Blackpool and across the whole country, to make our streets safe from antisocial behaviour that blights too many communities. That plan is there. We had a positive message into this by-election, and we've been heard. Chris, you've been heard. You've been made history, even before being sworn in as an MP. You've made history here in Blackpool.
Well done, mate.
This morning, there is one clear message, which is let's turn the page on this decline. Let's pull together as a country. We believe in this country. We believe in our businesses and our communities. We don't accept this hopelessness of the Tories that nothing can get better. We have a positive case. We want to take our country forward. This is a giant step on that journey. Well done, Chris. And thank you to every single person who voted here yesterday and put their faith in a changed Labour Party. No more decline. Forward with Labour. Thank you very, very much.
Well done. Subscribe to my channel, Sonny Gems, with a force be always got a spot in the needs in the ring. That way, it needs the few.
Leader of the Labour Party, and you can see Deputy Leader Angela Rayner as well.
Angela Rayner.
Began speaking, saying, calling on Rishi Sunak to call the general election now.
Yeah, why not?
Very chipper this morning with that result. And now he can speak to our political correspondent, Helen Catt.
Very well, how are you? Hi, Naga. Yes, I've got Sakir with me.
Yeah, he is good, Hello. Hello, mate.
Are you going to win a general election?
Look, we want that general election, and we're confident going into that general
time for it, innit?
Because what
time's now.
Shows
this summer, please, Mr. Sunak.
Wants change. This is a very clear divide now.
Tired, I want change, yeah.
Failure and decline. We've just got chaos and division from the Tories. People want to turn the page on that and go forward with Labour and our positive plan for the country.
And not direct, yes. Why so cautious when you've had such a big win?
We want a general election. We want to win that general election. We want to take our country forward. And I thank every single person who voted Labour yesterday and put their trust in a changed Labour Party. But, you know, politics and by-elections are about messages. And obviously there's...
He'll vote for Liberals, though. Not other parties. Not just you, mate.
It's really straightforward. People have had enough. They want to turn the page, want to go forward with Labour. They know we've got a positive case. And I think now, you know, that's a direct message to the Prime Minister. The most direct of all these results that we're coming, and many are in, more to come. But this was a direct message to the Prime Minister, which is, you know, make way, let's have a general election. Let's allow our country now to go forward.
And just quickly before we let you move on to some other people, how concerned are you about the impact your Gaza position is having on your vote in some areas of the country?
Well, obviously, you know, I'm concerned wherever we lose votes, and we intend to win any votes we've lost back. But there's no denying that across the country, you know, whether it's Hartlepool in the north or Rushmore in the south, or Redditch with bellwether seats, we are winning votes across the country, and that, I think, reflects a changed Labour Party with a positive case to take to the country. So I'm very pleased with the results. Blackpool is an incredible result, but we're picking up seats where we need them in other parts of the country as well.
Fascinating.
Thank you very much to keep chatting to us. So you
There you go.
pretty positive response, pretty chipper crowd behind.
So the majority of the people voted for the Labour Party in the local elections this time. Conservative.
Helen, thank you very much for
So subscribe to Shout Sign Jim on the Force Speed Viewers. This is my friend Tarkin Jim, every Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. ITF5 Things on Hills Radio Station Show. And as my friend, you name it, Seamus Nilu, every Friday day live at 10 a.m. to 12. And it's my friend John on Last Show every Sunday at 9 to 12 and live on Last Show on the Waking Machine every Sunday at 9 to 12 p.m.
To breakfast in the last 10 or 15 minutes. You've had a reasonable digest, really, of where we find ourselves this morning. So Labour, clearly, as you could see there, cock a hoop about their performance in Blackpool. We've been emphasising that by-election for several days now in the context of the wider set of elections that we're unpicking today, and we will be for the next couple of days. The other big thing to emphasise this morning is that it has been another bleak night for the Conservatives, not just there in Blackpool.
I think the message has been sent. Get out my town, Mr. Rishi Sunak.
And indeed some of the police and
Those are
crime
numbers.
commissioner elections. You know, a year
Locally,
ago,
though, nationally.
had a bleak night in the local elections. Since then, they've had several by-elections that have been dire, and they're looking again at a set of results that are dire too. And so the question they now face is whether or not they can do anything to arrest their decline in popularity before the general election, because the evidence at the moment suggests that whatever they try simply doesn't seem to be making much difference, or if it's making much difference, it's only preventing them falling further rather than narrowing any gap with Labour. Those opinion poll leads that put Labour so far ahead seem to be being borne out in actual results, actual votes in actual ballot boxes, whether it be at by-elections or indeed in the council elections that we've seen so far.
Chris, I know mornings like this, your connections are working very hard. People are talking to you. Some of them maybe don't want their names known. I'm talking about Conservatives. On the record, we had Richard Holden, Cabinet Office Minister, and the gist, and I don't think I'm being unfair in my analysis of what he said, is we know what people want. We're going to carry on doing what we're doing. And in asked a very direct question about Rishi Sunak and his future, he said, yes, absolutely, his position is secure. Are you hearing other things?
There are some Conservative MPs who think that his position should not be secure and would rather he be removed. Now, they are a minority, both publicly and privately, and in fact one, Dame Andrea Jenkins, who would like to see Rishi Sunak out, has acknowledged to the BBC this morning that she doesn't think these results, as bleak as they might be for the Conservatives, will necessarily be enough to shift opinion amongst a sufficient number of Conservative MPs from it's bleak but we should stick with Rishi Sunak to it's bleak and therefore we should try and remove him. Why? Because to do so would be disastrous. A nuclear option after all of the turbulence of the last few years with Prime Ministers chopping and changing. Right now, at least, most seem to be of the view, however bleak things might be, that changing Prime Minister again
it's a bad idea.
Would simply be too much.
Chris, for the moment, thank you very much. I know you've had
It'll destroy them. I'll go down to third place. Oh, you know the news now? He's squashing on Sunday Gems. You hear all the election news. He's squashing on Sunday Gems. Might be. Bye.